It's Week 11 of the National Football League, and we'll see Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. He terrorized the offense last week, making 13 tackles. It's the Vikings and the Titans on Sunday night.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. They will be led out by the former Heisman Trophy winner back in 2016. Always a handful to contain, Lamar Jackson.
Early part of his career, defenses really had to focus on his running ability, and they still do. But now, he's turned himself into a true dual-threat quarterback. When he plants his cleats in the ground and turns it loose, good things happen downfield.
Here's Achane to start the drive, and he'll be taken down right around the 27. The numbers for him from a week ago: 15 carries, 73 yards.
Nice solid showing from him last week. Didn't blow the roof off with his numbers, but he certainly had a quality day and produced when called upon.
Jackson now. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And it's fielded at the 34. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. So out comes its offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win? We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They'll run the toss here with Taylor, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. This defense for the Titans, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year,
under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
On second down, a run by Achane. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
And taken at the 46. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. First and 10, Taylor now. Fighting through. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
Holding offense. Man, that ain't made no sense.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Thompson Robinson will look to throw. This one complete to Alec Pierce. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. Off the play fake, Thompson Robinson. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. Touchdown, Vikings! Noah Fant, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Completes this to Addison out left. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, the Vikings coming in looking for win number 7 on the year. And they come in after a loss last time out, but they've still been in good form. They've won 6 of their last 8.
And last week, they took one on the chin, but to me, this is a pretty resilient bunch. So I don't think they'll dwell too much on that loss. And they'll be looking to come out in this one and make amends right now.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. Oh, good move. Boom! Down fighting through tackles. Jonathan Taylor, touchdown, Vikings. Jonathan Taylor with career touchdown number 60. And the Vikings lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Tucker now for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Khalil Herbert to return it from his end zone. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
This is unbelievable.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. In motion, left goes Myers. Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. Afitu Melifonwu up to make the tackle there.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Jackson. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And his throw is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. That is caught. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A give left side. Here's Achane. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. A quick throw there is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
On 3rd down, Achane. Good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down and needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Almost a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 25-yard line.
A give left side here for Herbert. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11. Here's Jackson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates. And it may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help.
And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Vikings. Alec Pierce, 75 yards. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. So the completion good for 6 yards, and now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll run for it with Achane. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Throw to the right, hauled in by Addison. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
Here's Jackson to throw. Flushed, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Brings up
On third down, Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. 1st and 10, Thompson Robinson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Quick slant caught by Pierce. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return, and it'll be Titan football. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Jackson's throw complete to his receiver, Thielen. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Again, Jackson. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Kaiir Elam makes a pick, and the Vikings are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Second down, another run with Taylor. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up at Highmark State.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. So here are the Vikings to take over. They were losers a week ago to Arizona, but they're on top here as they start this drive with a 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. Well, he gave one defender the slip, but others waiting in the wings and dropping him behind the line.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 106 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. Jordan Fuller there to take him down. They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Someone moved, flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They give to Taylor out of the gun. A broken tackle on the run, and then just on the other side of midfield, they get to it. Here's 3rd and 7.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
To throw is DTR. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 33. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. 1st down, here's Thompson Robinson. Well, this one complete. It's Rashee Rice. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. Running left, Taylor. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
4-yard pickup on the play. 1st down, Vikings.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. Throwing, Thompson Robinson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Tucker's kick is good. And the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's 24-3. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the 1st half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the 2nd half. The drive starts with a run from Achane. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Derwin James with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
The DTR going to throw it here. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Taylor is in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Max Crosby in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Fair catch called for in May, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a 1st down. Roughing, it is a 1st.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 43, here's 2nd down and 2.
At the 43-yard line.
Achane here, they stay on the ground. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 45 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Jordan Addison, 47 yards. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
31. Titans 10.
And able to get this out to the 25. Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. 2nd 10 coming up here in Nashville, third quarter action. Here's Thompson Robinson looking to throw it. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now Thompson Robinson. And not enough on the throw that time as that one is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. With it is Jackson. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and a yard.
At the 50-yard line.
Achane gets it from the gun. They find some open field here. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Meanwhile, Jackson's got a throw here caught by Addison. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. A give, running right, Achane. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Jackson on 1st down. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Now it's 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Now Jackson. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Back to the ground, Achane. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 76 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
So after a run like that, I will guarantee that the head coach is saying to himself, maybe even over his headsets to the rest of the staff, where was that all game long? We needed that. That's the type of run we planned for going into the game. Didn't get much of that, but let's move it forward. Let's build on it, get ready for the next week, and let's go play.
They'll run, Achane. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
On 2nd down, a run by Achane. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. This likely a must-have, 3rd and goal. Now it's Jackson. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Miles Sanders, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This fielded right at the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. And now out comes Minnesota. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Play action, now Thompson Robinson. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Levante David, his 2nd sack of the night.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 5 at the 29-yard line.
Now let's put 6 on the board, fellas!
Jackson. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. And quickly, they get to the line. Now Jackson on 1st down. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Now a 2nd and 2. Jackson will throw again. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Jackson. He'll find Thielen, work in the middle. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9.
To throw is Jackson.
At the Vikings 40-yard line.
A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a 1st.
1st and 10.
Here's Jackson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Alton Robinson in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson, it's caught by Sanders.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here's Jackson. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give him credit. admit it, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 37. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. He's going to get it again, just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest. And he will have a Viking first down, and that should be the one that gets him to the finish line. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for the Vikings, they pick up win number 7 on the year, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Titans, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games, and they'll look to get back
Let's go.
It's Madden NFL 24, and we've got the Titans' superstar wide receiver. And with him, any catch could be a big one. He's the NFL leader in touchdown receptions. It's the Titans and the 49ers, and it's kicking off next on...
Men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And we are underway from Santa Clara. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
And he just continues to throw touchdown pass after touchdown pass, leading the league here down the final stretch of the year. Guys will say that the numbers and rankings, they don't matter to him very much, but I don't know how much I actually believe that. Sure, he's team first, but I think everyone would like to see him finish number one, including himself.
A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. You look at this Niner defense, and this unit, very tough to throw against, currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And this unit knows exactly where they rank. They're number 2 against the pass in the NFL. You know they have their sights set on being number 1, looking for a big game today.
The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Straight ahead is Hall. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to hit 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their own little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Carroll. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So nothing doing there, and it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So here are the Niners now to get their first drive. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
Now, the meeting we had with him this week, that's one of the briefer ones we've ever had, isn't it?
Wasn't too happy after last week.
Not happy. Really determined to play a whole lot better, and he really can't play a whole lot worse. He's got to go out and show the team that the goods that he exhibited early are still there. Otherwise, he could lose the confidence that they have in him.
And hoping to get rid of that interception bug. 2nd and 6.
31-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Up the middle they go. Jordan. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Now an option play on 2nd down. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks. That may be a sneak peek on this
you're just thinking, can he get the snap? Can he hand off? Can he just execute? Instead, he doesn't waste any time on wrapping another dimension to his game, showing off those wheels, and picking up some nice yardage.
First down, Thompson. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now it's Thompson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Niners are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. They'll run with Ridley. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Thompson now. Eluding the pressure right. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. Now Thompson, escaping the pressure right. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
No surprise to see him running again here. Is something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
And his kick here is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Off the bootleg, Carroll. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. You look at this Niner defense, and this unit, very tough to throw against, currently second best in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit at covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense, they're coming back out onto the field, and we're going to give you a look at the playoff picture now into the weekend in the NFC. And what they do know is that they'll be playing at home come January, at least for one game, as they have locked up the NFC West.
And everyone wants that top spot, partner. We know that because that guarantees you home field advantage throughout the playoffs. But whether or not that's in the cards or not, you have to be impressed with how this team is playing.
Now Thompson. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Jordan. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
1 yard gain. Straight up second and 9.
3-3, a tight one after one on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. Here now 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. As they've got it as we resume action. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Titans getting set and ready to go here for their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Carroll. He's got the connection to Moore. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Titans first down.
Handoff, running left. Here's Hall. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Hall again.
Holding. Offense.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
To throw on 2nd down. Carroll. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he get the 1st down.
Well, the 49ers settling in for their next drive. The last series for them a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
3rd and 2.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a 1st down on the keeper. I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The Niners at 12 and 4 now on the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, you know, they just want to come out and play well for their faithful. And I expect them to do just that.
Time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. Now, this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back. They'll run on 1st down. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
Out come the Titans now. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Here's Thompson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
They'll start on the ground. Hall. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Operating from the gun. Carroll. That's complete to Pierce. It'll be a gain of 5. And 3rd and 1 now. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run with Hall. Dancing away at the 35. And this is going to be a Titans first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. Now a play fake here on first down. This one finds Pierce on the out route. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First down now, but that clock rolling. Looking to throw. Carroll. He's got his man. It's Pierce. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up second down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the Niners' 36-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. Touchdown, Titans. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are able to move back in front. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And he's got it as the lead is now 10-6. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. Here's Tate to return. Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times. But as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. He's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? Thompson on 1st and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught at the 20. The 49ers now are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And it's caught.
And that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Here's Thompson. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Niners will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed, aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen. And it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
And no run back here for more. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25. The Titans going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Throwing on first down. Carroll. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. To throw again, Carroll. And he comes back with one complete. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
And he missed it. It's no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
Man, that is deflating going into the break. You're in a position with a chance to tie the game, but this kick is off the mark, and they're going to remain 3 points down heading into the break.
And a throw right sideline is complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
We'll start our tour out in the City of Angels, Los Angeles. And it's the Rams who are out in front in that one. The Rams trying to hold on and claim victory. From there, we head up the coast to Seattle to check in on the Seahawks at home at Lumen Field. And you can see there is the visiting Colts who have the lead in that one. The Colts trying to gut this one out as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. Finally, let's get to the desert to check on the Cardinals at home in Glendale. And they've gone to the half, all even at 14 apiece.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
Right back to him on first down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. 3rd and 9 here.
Third down and 9.
Thompson looking to throw. And that will be incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense him saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Back to throw. Carroll. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw is here late in the season. He goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. They tried to run it to the short side of the field. There just wasn't a whole lot of room to work with.
Yeah, it seems like things just kept getting strung out towards the sideline, and he kept looking for a spot to dive up into the gap. There just wasn't one, so that turned into nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
And no gain. On the return, it's Tate. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 82 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Thompson now from the gun. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Their second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. On first down, it's Jordan. Shedding the tackle, and it gives him some room. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Brought down at the 20.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Thompson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Thompson going to throw it. Work in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. And the 49ers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence. And that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
2nd down and 3 with right around 3 minutes remaining in the 3rd quarter. 3's all around. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. It's their quarterback. A 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the 49ers are able to stretch out their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter and the entire fourth remaining, so stranger things have happened.
On 1st and 10, Carroll. And that, nearly picked off. It would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's 2nd down. Throwing again. Carroll. He's across midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Back to throw again. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Titans first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6. They'll look to throw again. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Final minute now in the third quarter. Off play action. Carroll throwing middle, and it's complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards the final tally.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. So, Charles, they had him double covered in the end zone. It still was not enough.
I wonder if they're thinking to themselves now, 2 didn't work. Do we go for 3 guys on him next time? Because he fought through all that extra attention, got himself into a great position where his quarterback felt confident enough to challenge the coverage and threw it his way. What a big-time play right there, both by the quarterback trusting him and by him going up and getting it.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. From the 25, here's 2nd down and 8. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. And he is going to lose yardage here. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Looking to throw, Thompson. taken in by his big tight end. A big third down play there for the Niners. 37 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, early they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 25-yard line.
Again, Thompson's going to throw this. And he's going to go down here and sack. They push him back to the 34. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. This offense so far on 3rd down, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 15. Now it's Thompson. And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Tennessee offense making their way out onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
A give running right is Hall. A little juke. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. 3rd and 2. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On now is the Titans punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Up the middle they go. Jordan. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Thompson fakes a handoff. Now going to throw it. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. Well, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now Hall to start the drive. To the 43, 2nd down.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
To throw on 3rd down, Carroll. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
36 yards on the punt with no return. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way down to the 35. 149 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jordan, and he's got room. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. On 2nd down now, it's Jordan. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. But now he appears to be in some pain. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Here's 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Thompson. And he will have a Niners 1st down, and that ought to be the one that seals the victory. And they take a knee. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's across for a touchdown. In the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that right there is the definition of a statement drive. You're in the 4th quarter, trying to get to the finish line. And here, they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101? Check that box.
Now the 49ers electing to leave the offense out there and go for 2. The quarterback will keep it himself. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And the option play works on the 2-point try. What'd you think of the call?
I like the call. What you're worried about, though, is if the defense blitzes the play. And if they do, what your answer is? The option. Why? If they blitz it, the quarterback has a chance to get rid of it to a trailing back. That one worked pretty well there.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So now the Titans down by 2 touchdowns, 56 seconds to go. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a first down. Throwing to start the drive, Carroll. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Off the play fake, Carroll. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he is caught. And he is going to pick up the Titans' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Looking to throw. Carroll. To the sideline and incomplete.
Well, it's pretty difficult to sum it up offense in a 2-minute drill when your guys have struggled to put points on the board all afternoon. There's an incompletion right there.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He'll fire deep, looking for more. It's caught at the 10. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Well, Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
So no shortage of offense in this game, but a very clean game too, Charles. Each side got its points, but they did so without committing a single turnover.
That's so true, and it certainly felt like NFL football at its finest, right? You talk about the highest level from both of these offenses. Neither one of them afraid of taking risks, and both of them aggressively pushing it downfield. I did like, Brandon, how smart they were about going about their business, though. They were high-flying, but they took care of the ball.
Yeah, they did. And just keeping it clean in a game like this with all these points, you don't see that very often, even at the highest level. Job well done by both sides. So for the Niners, a victory in Week 18 gives them a final mark of 13 up and 4 down. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, it will indeed be a 10-loss season as they wrap up 7-10. And I think you have to say, ultimately, this was a team that really underachieved. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
It's Week 16 of the NFL, and all eyes are on the Packers' field-stretching tight end. He's been a production machine with a 1,200-yard season going to this point. It's the Packers and the Bears, and it kicks off next on Madden NFL 24.
The tundra may not quite be frozen, but it's getting there as we work our way through December. The radar today, however, is clear at Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Green Bay Packers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business. No two NFL teams have played more often than the Bears and Packers, and we're underway from Lambeau. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. Commanding the offense will be Lamar Jackson, the electric quarterback out of the University of Louisville.
But when I reviewed last week's game and saw the 4 touchdown passes that he threw, I thought about you during the Turkey Bowl last year.
Yeah,
you guys
right.
had the same stats, except he got the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award with his.
He got touchdowns, I got picks. I like going back watching the film with you, and we thought it was a good performance in person. Obviously was, but you thought even better on tape. It was really something to watch.
Yeah, what I loved was how he spread it around. A lot of people involved in the passing offense. 4 touchdown passes culminated it.
From the gun, Jackson. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Jackson. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the Bears take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the MVP of the National Football League in 2018, the former Texas Tech Red Raider, Patrick Mahomes.
And when you think of Patrick Mahomes, you start to think about all of his attributes, and you realize very quickly you can't just put him into one box. No matter how the game proceeds, no matter what is needed, he tends to have an answer for it and plays accordingly.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Once again, it's Mitchell. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. The Bears hit 10-4 on the year. They were losers their last time out, trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 33. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. They go play fake. Mahomes. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Now it's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Nice little juke. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. That's Patterson. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, you have to be aware defensively that you've got 2 goals because obviously you're trying to prevent the touchdown, but you're also trying to keep it from getting a first down as well. That time they weren't up to the task, and it's 1st and goal.
They'll try and run it. This is Boulder. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This taken in right around the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Now come the Packers for their next drive as we take a look at the playoff race in the NFC coming into the weekend. The partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but there's that special one there. I say they go get him.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll run on first down. Goodrich. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 7 catches, 53 yards, and a touchdown.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run the counter. Goodrich, and he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Now Jackson. This is Hillman with it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 24-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route, it's extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Now it's Jackson. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and is popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one can.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. back. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding another? Is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And pass complete to Moore. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. A check on the numbers by Moore last week. 6 catches, 84 yards.
And they've gone to him early in this one. I sense a theme, one that I expect to continue throughout this contest.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. His 4th catch already in this first quarter. It's a 1st down.
And the Bears' 1st down.
Now here's Mahomes. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. These two teams, you may remember, they met up at Soldier Field earlier this season with the Bears winning that one. So a victory here in Lambeau would give them a sweep of the season series. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. As they've got it as we resume action. Mahomes now to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 37. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
1st down, here's Mitchell. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. So pin that one on the rookie right tackle.
Remember those days when the right side was simply the run-blocking side? Now you're dealing with some of the better pass rushers in the league. It'll make you a little jittery.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. McPherson's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it, and they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now it's Jackson. And he's got his man on the out route. And he goes out right around the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jackson now. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards, good for a Packer 1st down.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. He's to the 15, and they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6, and I think were they in nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
McPherson on for the point after. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone. Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On 1st down, Goodrich. He'll take this to the 46.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Here's Jackson to throw. Flushed out right. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Now a handoff up the middle. Goodrich. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
If this was an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen, here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles and key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw, and they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Throwing is Jackson. Being chased out left. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Lamar Jackson, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Packers have got it back to within a score. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number one.
It should be number one, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep it back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. And this taken in at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Chicago offense set to get started. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on him, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. The Bears on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Mahomes to throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Jackson from the shotgun. He finds Hillman, and he's brought down. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a 1st down. Here's Jackson. Dancing to his left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays.
Now the ball comes loose, but it looked like a Packer. Yeah, a Packer was able to get this back, and they'll indeed keep possession. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have the Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Quick throw, that's complete on the inside slant. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Here's 2nd and 3. Jackson. A quick throw there is incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep him out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. So instead of fourth down, first down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because third down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? They'll try to run this one in. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll run here on third and goal. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. So it was 4th and 1 down in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little surprised that that's how they decided to play it, that they didn't go for it there. But sometimes just take those 3 points and put them in your pocket. I just have one question for you, partner.
Okay.
Hip pocket or back pocket?
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Bears going to get one more possession in this first half. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Throwing now is Mahomes. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
So many times we've seen him trying to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Mahomes. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this from 34. McPherson's kick is good, and that'll make this a 7-point game. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The weather might be cold, but the playoff races are heating up here on this final Sunday before Christmas. So let's get to it. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. And the Bears offense set to go to begin the third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime. As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Bolden. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Complete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
McPherson's kick is good. Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 46-yard line.
Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Mahomes going to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play.
But the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did. for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of the play that looked like it was in trouble.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 37. 15 yards there on the catch and run. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now Mahomes. Going to throw right side here, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
A gain of 13 yards. First down Bears.
Mahomes now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 14. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him a couple on the scramble, then 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Now here's Mahomes. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Hassan Reddick has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. On the draw, here's Mitchell. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So he's got another field goal. His 4th now in the game. He's making it look easy out there.
He certainly is, and they're always aiming for a swing of the leg that repeats under pressure, right? So nothing's different. He's got that right now because confidence is breeding confidence.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Now Jackson on first down. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Now it's Jackson. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now it's Jackson. And he fends him off. And that is incomplete.
But if you're going to give out a little applause on that play, it has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead, but that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true. Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain there of 30 big ones.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On the counter, Mitchell. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. No gain on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Mahomes now to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time we'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. They juked him, and he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard. That's the end of the
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now Jackson. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Jackson to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down. Throwing is Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Jackson now. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 1. To throw again is Jackson. Complete. Smith has it. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
That's another Packers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here's Jackson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Well, this has certainly turned into a showcase game for what he can do on the ground because they're just continuing to give him chances to run it, and he's earning every additional carry by putting up positive yardage on each run.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Bears' 22-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. That is caught at the 7. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
A gain of 5 yards brings up 3rd and goal.
They'll bring a tight end in motion. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So this back now to a 10-point spread, and you have to imagine they'll line up and go for 2.
Oh, no question about it. If they can get this to an 8-point game, they can make things awfully interesting here in these last few minutes.
So here we go. The Packers will line up to go for 2. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. So they get the conversion. And now we're back to a 1-score game. And that almost makes it a brand new ball game. Now it's a 1-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Bears offense making their way out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the NFC. And the division title, that's out of reach. We know that. This is as good a spot, Charles, as they're going to get. That first wild card and the number 5 overall seed.
Partner's not out of the question, especially with the 7 seeds that they have now in the playoffs. If you do win and the other wild card teams win in the first round, you could find yourself with a home game in the divisional round. Now, we know that's not likely, but it's not out of the question. Bottom line, you have to win to put yourself in that position.
Meanwhile, Mahomes throw complete there to Moore. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options and throws it away.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football into places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. A critical error there and a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down.
At the 46-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Goodrich. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Well executed there on second down. So do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubtly believe you'll do it a second time.
A gain of 4 that time as the drive will continue.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Down at the 35, it'll be second down. From the 35, here's the second down at 6. Jackson. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. And the Bears have just about sewn up this football game. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another run with Mitchell. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. You can really tell right now both sides have amped up the aggressiveness. That time the offense winning the aggression battle.
And the defense was obviously aiming for the football, maybe a little bit more so than the runner himself, and that's why he was able to break through and get the gain that he did.
And he is going to have the Bears first, and that should be the capper.
First down, Bears.
Mahomes down to a knee, and that should just about write a finish to this one.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears, and never an easy thing to do, no matter how good Green Bay is, what the year is, to come into Lambeau and get the victory, but they did it.
You're not just battling the team that you're playing that day. You're not just battling the crowd that's in attendance in that game. You're battling the history of the franchise. You're battling the ghosts that swirl around that place.
Shut up! Ready? Here we go, shot! Hup. Shot! Ready? Ready, ready? Set! Set, go! Let's go! Set up! Ready! Hot, hot! Ready up! Ready! Come on, set, go! Down! Hop! Ready, ready! Ready! Let's go now! Hup! Here we go, here we go! Tag! Shut up! Here we go, tag!
It's the NFL on EA Sports. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Colts and the Bills. And it's coming up next on Madden NFL 24.
Autumn has come to upstate New York. Fall colors abound. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
Meanwhile, Allen's throw taken in by Diggs. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 15 yards that time and a Buffalo first. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. To throw, it's Allen. Fighting through pressure. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Allen now looks to throw. Forced out, and the pressure gets to him again. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. The numbers for him from a week ago: 13 carries, 89 yards, and a touchdown.
And those numbers have both he and his blockers motivated this week. They saw that yardage total climbing, but stopped short of 100. Every one of them has to.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. Now 2nd and 3. On the option, a give to Taylor here. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Okay, let's do our version of name dropping here. Let's show off a little knowledge, right? The A-gap, the gap between the center and the guard on either side, right? Both sides. Control that, you're going to control an inside running game.
He had to feel satisfied because he hit that gap, broke the contact. was that?
That's the best part, right? That's what he's going to ask the coach to run back on film.
Let me see that one more
Do
time.
that again, coach. Look how my legs kept churning. I just kept moving, and he did to the tune of a big game.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Richardson. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Anthony Richardson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Colts have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits were on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
Moody good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
A gain of 5, good enough for the... So the shotgun snap to Allen. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 2nd down and 3. Up the middle, it's Cook. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. You look at this Colt defense. And they played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Allen's throw is complete, and he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Here's Hallett. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And look at this, it's a fake. And this is caught, and the gamble pays off. They get the first. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. And they were right in that gray area on the edge of long field goal range, maybe too short to punt it. So the defense probably was expecting this was a possibility.
They should have been, and in most cases, what you do on defense is you go to what they call punt safe. In other words, you leave your defense on the field, prepare for them to possibly go for it, and then you just have a little bit different responsibilities. You're not really trying to get a big return. You just want to make sure you get the ball back. But they fell asleep at the switch.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Max Crosby in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Flush to his right. The flag comes in. It's incomplete. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that one go. So since that last play got nothing, they'll go ahead and decline the penalty, and that forces a 4th down situation. The kick by Bass is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On 1st down, Richardson. That's caught. It's Josh Downs. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Richardson looking to throw this. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Good hands there defensively. And 2nd down. From the shotgun, Richardson. That's going to be taken in by Downs. Touchdown, Colts. Josh Downs, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts add 6 to their lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Moody good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Just a 4-play drive that time, and the result for the Colts is a touchdown. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the gun, it's Allen. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give to Taylor. And despite a nice juke there, really good move, he only gets about a yard, and it brings up 2nd down. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Now it's Richardson. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. gradual move and a nice gain, then dropped at the 25-yard line. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Third and 1, Richardson to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now brings up 4th down. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. Here's Richardson to throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
And Richardson looks to throw once more. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Those are the ones you dream of as defenders. I think if he gets eyes on the ball a little bit earlier, he might come away with it. Instead, it's going to wind up as just an incomplete pass.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense, 1st and 10. There, Richardson back to throw it. And this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he's brought down.
That's a good effort there after the catch. He looked the ball in and then tried to get it to the goal line. What a nice tackle to get him down. But they're set up well now. 1st and goal at the 1.
Taylor is going to take this one in for a Colts touchdown.
And the thing you have to love about Jonathan Taylor, he's a shifty speed guy most of the time when you hand him the football, but he's not coming off the field when you get down near the goal line because he's as tough and gritty as they come. And he finishes things off here by getting into the end zone.
Now Moody for the PAT. And it's 21-3. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Another target for Stephon Diggs, and he brings it in. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
8 yards on the pickup.
Allen.
2nd and 2 at the 44-yard line.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Setting up the screen for Cook. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Bills' passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another first down.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
Now Allen again. And his throw here is incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. As the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. That to the sideline and incomplete. Boy, they're going to say there's a receiver in the area. That was close to grounding, but it's second down. Allen now looks to throw. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
That is caught. And they're going to have a first down and also well into field goal range, all the way down to the 15 here. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And again, it's Allen. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first half scores just like this one.
So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, where it was the Ravens who get the win at home. 24-21, the final score.
All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Colts going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first. Up the middle, here's Taylor. Oh, he sheds himself free. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Holding offense.
So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 61 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 3. They run once more with Taylor. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Down the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And this one is right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. On first down, Allen. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juju Brents. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
An extra point try now for Moody. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Now Allen to try again after the pick six. Give him a couple on the scramble at second down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on second down.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To the air, Allen. And that is incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he goes out right around the 39. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
39-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Again, it's Taylor. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 84 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
1st down, Indianapolis.
Richards into the air on first down. Has this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a 1st down.
1st down, Colts.
In motion goes the tight end. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And the Colts First down.
1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
It's second and inches at the 7-yard line.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Anthony Richardson, his 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Colts have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off play action. Allen gets this one to Morris. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The end result, 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here's Allen to throw it. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Allen going to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. One final try here for Allen. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. So the 4th down conversion sets him up with this. 1st and 10 at the 40.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. That is caught. Kincaid with it. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now Allen. His throw incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Eluding them, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. There's your co-NFL record holder, T.J. Watt, doing what he does best, terrorizing quarterbacks. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now Allen, gotta have this one. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Indianapolis.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
On second down, it's Taylor. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And shutting him off, now open field. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
32-yard line. A gain of 12. First down, Colts.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Indianapolis, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.